Pick yourself up with Ride Rent a e-bike today and take advantage of the smartest and coolest way to get around. Rental starting for only $30 per hour and less than $100 EC per day. Zip through traffic, save money, and look awesome doing it. Check us out at the Esplanade Mall today. Visit us online at ridersebike.com or give us a call at 473-422-1011. Your wallet and the planet will thank you. Ride Rent a e-bike.
Grenada today. Located inside Rider Excursion at the Esplanade Mall, we handle both small and large orders with speed and precision. For fast, quality t-shirt printing, call Instaprint at 473-422-1011. Get your perfect print today at Instaprint. Printing done in an instant.
Morning, and welcome to another edition of the Wake Up Club with, of course, me, your host, Kirk Seetahal. It is a fantastic Friday. We've got an exciting show for you. We're going to be speaking with an icon, but we're also going to be touching on what irks Kirk. But before we get into what irks Kirk, I have to give you a gentle reminder. And I've said it 100 times, but some of you are not getting it. Stop letting people get the best of you. I will repeat it. Some of you might be fed up hearing it, but some people need to hear it, because when I look at social media and I just look at human interaction, some of you just not getting it. You should not give anybody the power over you. Okay? What somebody says about you does not define you. I'm saying it again. What somebody says about you does not define you. And I don't know what else to do to get it in your head, okay? That you are in charge of your destiny. You are in control of your life. Stop letting people get the best of you. Listen, it's a fantastic Friday. I've got the icon, Elimus, the Hitman, Gilbert Inspector. I probably say it wrong because I know it have 5 other things, but I know you go tell me all of that when we come back. So folks, welcome to the Wake Up Club. We are going to be right back with What Irks Kirk.
Thrill of Riders Excursion and Tours weekly e-bike rides. Gather your family and friends for an unforgettable ride through stunning landscapes. Book your adventure today at ridersebike.com or call 473-422-1011. Don't miss out. Let's ride.
Welcome back, and welcome to What Irks Kirk. And let me tell you what irked me this week. What irks me this week is to see 2 grown artists exchanging destructive words on social media. Yes, it irks me. You know why it irks me? It irks me because when you are a public figure, you should be trying to empower and educate, not break down each other. And it has to stop. And you want to know why it irks me even more? Because it's Pride Month. It's Pride Month, and it irks me that 2 artists will be having some sort of bacchanal. And some people say, well, oh, maybe it's some kind of friendly, something ain't friendly when your followers and your fans getting involved and have no idea whether it's serious or it's not serious. You have a responsibility to be better, okay? You are a public figure. You have a responsibility to do and be better. And both these artists I know very well. One of them is my very good friend, but I am afraid to tell my friend when my friend wrong. Now, first of all, You see this thing about calling each other girls' names? You all had to stop that. That is very juvenile. Okay? I don't know if it has something to do with how you all respect women, that by calling a man a girl name probably makes him inferior. Women, watch the two of them very well. Maybe they have no respect for you because they think calling each other women names are degrading or is degrading. But listen, it's not. But maybe it has nothing to do with women, you know. Maybe it has to do with the same concept of bashing gay people. Maybe that is what it is. You have a responsibility and you need to stop that. In this world, gay people are everywhere. And it's about time you all stop this nonsense about feeling the need to degrade people based on their sex, their gender, their religion, their belief, their political views. Stop this nonsense. All you back in the days, stop the nonsense. You have to stop the nonsense. It irks me that grown people, if all is man, then just meet by the road and duke it out how men does fight. Don't sit down on social media and be throwing words for each other because you're trying to degrade women or degrade gay people, but all you're getting on more like women. Throwing words and cussing each other and degrading each other. No, if all is men, meet on the side of the road and duke it out how men just duke things out. But all you don't even have to do that because all you have a platform to duke it out, which is called Soca Monarch. Duke it out there. But all you have all your fans degrading each other and come on. Do you find the time for that pass? I find the time for that pass. I find too all you're educated enough to understand your responsibility and role as ambassadors, as artists, as role models for some people, to not be washing all your laundry and cussing each other on social media. And I ain't vexed with none of you. Two of you all are my friends. But you're supposed to be able to tell your friend when your friend going wrong. Because while two all you go fix all your relationship, the fans still in the bacchanal in the table, you know. You all need to stop that. As I said in the beginning, what somebody says about you has nothing to do with who you are, and it is not gospel. But all you reach to call each other girl names. But it tells me all your mentality. Let go of the ego, eh? Okay? You must know if you're a man, you must know if you're a woman, and you must know if you're queer. And that is your personal and private business. Stop it. Stop it. Stop the tebe and the girlish behavior on social media. Okay? If all you is men, meet on the road and fight without weapons. Duke it out. That is how real men used to settle scores instead of throwing words like little girls online. But all you don't even have to do that to say. All you have a platform. It's called Soca Monarch. Fight it out there. Give us some good music. That's what irks Kirk. And when I come back, we'll be talking to one of my favorite artists. I've known him for a very long time. Elimus Gilbert, the Inspector. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folk. Of course, welcome. You tuned into the Wake Up Club. We know you could be elsewhere. We're glad you took the opportunity and made the decision to join us this morning. I am very excited to be talking to a very good friend of mine. Okay, I think everybody knows him. He's a household name, but we don't know everything about him. and we're going to meet him again this morning and probably get to know things that you didn't know about him before. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome my icon. And I say icon, you know why I say icon? Because he is an icon. Because he ain't old to say, because he's still producing music now. Okay, he is still relevant. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Elimus Gilbert, the Hitman Inspector. Specky!
How you doing, boy? I ain't seen you at all, man. I ain't seen you. Why you hiding?
You ain't seen me, but
I ain't seen your face at all.
we're in two different places.
Yeah. Good morning, good morning. Oh, what a beautiful morning.
Hey,
What a beautiful
Listen,
morning.
Specky, I just tell you what irks me, and before I even get into you, I'm sure you've noticed this nonsense that's going on online. What is your perspective on it?
But
Because I don't know how you all used to settle differences back in the day.
Well, I still ain't seen your face, but I know they go fix that. Well, no, while we talk. Well, back in the days, we used to settle it on the March Grass stage. On the March Grass stage, because the King of Jamo, the Squeezy, the Wizard, the Randy Isaac, everybody in the competition. We all used to make we hypocrite. We are human beings. We all feel we songs better than the next one and who are more lyrics than and who could perform better. But we had to settle it in front of about 8 judges, and then on the night is war because we are poor people children. After that, we travel, we laugh, who come last, who come fifth, who come first, who should come second, who should come third, where the judge thief, where they do thief, where they don't know how to judge. Only when we losing, they don't know how to judge. When we winning, the winner never say the judge is thief. Only when we losing, they don't know how to judge, and we settle it that way, but not a different world now with the social media and them now. We never do that. Never. We hypocrite. We hypocrite. The fans make the hypocrite. And that was the carnival done. We move on until next year again.
Definitely. Well, listen, Specky, I think everybody knows you as the one of Grenada's greatest entertainer. But I want to dive deeper because listen, knowing parents back in the days and knowing parents now, two different type of parents. So every parent has a dream for their child. What was your parents' dream for you? Because I'm sure it wasn't Calypso and Soca. And how did you get into that arena?
I want to answer all your questions honestly, and I don't want to come here and lie for your audience. I don't even think my parents ever tell me. Well, my mom, I grew with my mom. I never had no father around me. I don't even too sure who's my father 100% because he was never there. I know my mom sent me to primary school, passed common entrance, and I was happy. She was happy, and then she makes sure that she used to take care of the what she have to do, so I could get to secondary school and beyond. But she never really put me sit down and say, "Hey, your dream is this or your dream is that, or I want you to be this or one." I come from big family, about 13 of us. 10 survive. Right? I make that decision on my own. And Calypso and Soca is something I always love. Always, always love. I will give you some examples. When Calypso 10 come in to sing at the St. Patrick's RC school, I used to pass in a hole to go and look at them guys like Daki and Taylor and all of them, senior men in the business. I used to pass in a hole in the school, no money, poor people children, no money, no shoes in my foot. Me and others, we passing in the hole and I go and sit down quiet and to learn something. I always used to admire African Taylor. You heard about African Taylor? You know African Taylor? Right. Taylor taught me how to dress. When that man dress a nice voice and they wanna, young boy move this, stand up there and feel the weight of the river. I remember all them songs. I used to admire African Taylor. Also, my neighbor was rich people, black and white TV, big antenna, big wall house. Poor family I come from, using latrine, little boat house where we had current, no television. So I used to sit down on my neighbor television, Mr. Walker and Ms. Walker, may the Lord rest their soul, and look at news, Barbados news in the night, Trinidad news. So before news, they used to bring on Gabby, Graina. Sometimes you're saying Beckett Arrow. And I used to watch them and learn something. And I sit down right up in front the door, cook, lower down on the step. And sometimes if they peep out and they say, me, boy, time to go home. Your mother do a work to do. Time, I taking the embarrassment. But fighting to look at the black and white TV. And you know black and white TV, sometimes you don't see it clear. According to how the antenna turn, or if rain fall, bad signal. And I'm fighting to watch Gabby and Grind and them to learn something. In the night, when me and all my brothers, same bedroom, who lie down and who taking a rest. I getting up midnight and put on the radio low. I can't give it volume because it's licks back them your parents beating you if you say stroops. And I listening Trinidad in Bashgra. I remember listening and I heard Penguin singing, "We living in jail." And woman don't like soft man. I don't even know who is Penguin. But listening. So always in touch, listening St. Vincent. You know, listening Pusa and all them guys singing. Go right up in there. Never meet them. So I always have an interest. And they say anything you're doing in life, you have to love it. I used to go children melee. Today they call it bashmen. Children melee used to be from 4 in the evening to 8 o'clock in the night. After 8 is big people party. So from the time 8 o'clock, children had to find themselves home. And when soca playing and whining in the middle of the floor, was than a woman. I can't dance reggae, I can't dance no other music. Only soca. So I'm telling you all that to say that the love, I'm giving you a final one now, and that one will remain with me all my life. I used to go to SAS, St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School, for those who don't know. And I used to travel with a bus where my mother paid the bus by the month because no money to pay bus every day. Alan Packer, I just always tell him thanks when I see him. And I heard that African Tailor and Black Wizard was coming to perform in SAS after school, you know, shows, and I heard they was coming to perform. And the little break money I had, I know they gonna give you a little dollar, 50 cents back then was a dollar was a lot of money to buy your bread and cheese and snow ice break time or lunch time. And I saved that money to pay to see African Tailor and Black Wizard. But Alan Packer used to leave Grenville, school finish about 2:30, minutes to 3. Alan Packer live in Grenville by 3 o'clock. So once that bus leave me up, I'm in trouble. And I stay back to watch Wizard and tell her to learn something. And the show finished like 4, 5 o'clock. When I reach in Grenville and Packer gone, no money to pay bus. I walk. This is serious thing. No makeup story. I walk from Grenville to Sotters because of the love of calypso and soca music. I walk from Grenville to Sotters after school, no money in my pocket to pay no other bus. And you know, little boys will get no ride easy. You know that. Walk from Grenville to Sotters after school. I think I get lash. But if I get lash, you worth it.
So how did you eventually get involved in the art form?
All right. Netball was a big thing in Sotters. Netball was something big in Sotters, big in the area. And when they have netball in the Anglican schoolyard, after netball, a lot of people just sit down, who gossiping, who talking, you know, before they go home, nothing to do. And myself, the blind fortune teller, you must know him, you must heard of him. The blind fortune teller, he have one out here named Boy. He from Livera. About 4 or 5 of us. We used to take old pan and we taking plastic and we putting on the old pan and put rubber around it. And we're making drums. We're making traps from the old pan. We're taking bottles and we're making flute to blow as trumpet. And we're just entertaining people and singing any song and singing any sparrow and whatsoever song, anything we make up. And one day I had a neighbor by the name of Jillian. That's Lady Cynthia family. Jillian said to me, you know, I saw a little talent in you, you know. Why don't you go and take part in the junior competition? They want people in the Carib Calypso tent. That was the name of the tent in Sotters. You know, I think Mantis was the leader. They want people to take part, and I was so shy. I said, me afraid? She said, no, I see talent in you. Go and give your name, take part. Before that, in school, I was active. In class, nobody take me serious. When the teacher teaching and they ask anybody have any question and I put up my hand, the whole class will laugh. Because you know something coming out of my mouth to make children laugh. You know, in every class, he does have a clown. I was the clown in the class. Nobody take me serious. And he had a book, Exploring English for the Caribbean. I don't know if they still have that book in school, Exploring English for the Caribbean. The teacher gave me that book to act a part Inspector Frog. I never forget that. But I didn't like the frog, so I take out the frog. And because I act that part so good, they leave the name Inspector. Because you know school children, if you have too much hair on your face, they call you hairy face. I had lotion on my face when I was going SAS. And he had a girl used to call me Tacty Face. I had to take out that loader by force. I didn't put the loader there. I think they say loader come by when the blood dirty. Trust me, I had to clean that blood by force. Because you know school children. So that's how I get the name. And I went and I gave my name to Mantis and them. I say Inspector, and I ain't say nothing for the night again. I sit down and I listen to everything. And I start going to rehearsal. And I go tell you something that God blessed me with. Thank you, Lord. A lot of artists cannot write. A lot of superstars today don't write songs. They have writers. Kirk and your audience, Eli Moss Gilbert wrote all his songs. God bless me with that ability. In the morning time when I sweep in the yard, I just singing, I just writing. I used to go to the REC church, and while Father Levy talking on the altar, I stamping my foot and I singing. Somebody next to me will touch me and say, stop that and listen. I write all my songs, and God bless me with that talent. All them classics, the Sweet Home, the Hurricane, the Eating Better. I pen all them songs. All them classics, Inspector. I pen all them songs. There is some classics, there is some nonsense. I pen the classics and I pen the nonsense. I went and I gave my name. I rehearsed. And the opening of the tent, from the time I walk on stage, I don't know if the little skinny little boy, I don't know if the little long head boy, I don't know what about me. That before I open my mouth, the place just catch a fire. And I had that all my life. Majority of my time, I had that. Sometimes I'm singing, people don't even hear what I'm saying. They jump in, they singing and they screaming. Yeah? So that's how it started.
Okay. Now listen, you've had so many hits. What would you say is your favorite song?
One of my favorite is also my mother's favorite. We Go in the Wrong Way. We Go in the Wrong Way. And what I like about We Go in the Wrong Way, I have a lot of road mat songs or soca monarch songs, tempo songs, bacchanal songs. And when I'm doing shows, I will mash up that place with 5, 6, 7, 8 songs, one after the other. And I will stop and tell the audience I have a song I want to bring to you and to know if you remember it. And We Go in the Wrong Way. Mr. Seetahal will mash up that fit, just like the power in the soca, just like the madness, just like the Eating Better.
But
And I just like
because it's still topical today.
Yes.
Because
and
we definitely still going the wrong way.
Yes. And something about the hook line. I just like to hear how the crowd chanting it. We go in the wrong way. People are sing that and their face skin up and you could feel it. So that's one of my favorite songs. We Go in the Wrong Way. Yeah, that's one. And my mother's favorite song too. She used to sit down on the veranda and we going in the wrong way. I say, Mommy, no, not in the wrong way. We go in the wrong way. No, we going in the wrong way. And you know, old people, you can't tell them nothing. We going in the wrong way. And my mother was a great supporter of me. And I must give you that story. Anytime I bring my mother when I performing, once she day I can whine. I'm afraid to whine because of the respect. You know how we grow up in them time with the discipline and the respect. When my mom there, Mr. Seetahal, I afraid to whine. Once I was performing in St. Paul's Community Center and fight in St. Paul's. Fight. I remember Lady Cynthia and Praying Mantis raised me. I was the baby in the tent. They raised me and put me inside the bus so we could get out because they had to protect me. And when we reach up in Sotes, my mother say, nah, go stop come behind you. Boy, too much of fighting. Me can't take that. At my age, I don't even have good. And I was happy. Because once my mother in there, I could whine. When she there, afraid to whine. I will sing. The people go jump up. But I want to whine because that's in me. I want to whine. But once my mother there, I'm afraid to whine. Because That's the way how I grew up.
Mhm. Now,
Yeah.
listen, this is going to be kind of a double-edged sword because, back in the day, there was more respect for the art form than there is now, but the financial viability that there is now was not there then. Okay? As an artist, your craft is seasonal. Okay? Often from the time August finish, you ain't hearing calypso and you ain't hearing soca on the radio. How do you sustain yourself, or how were you able to sustain yourself with
By
your craft being seasonal?
by the little, I get. I mean, it was hard. As I was selling somebody, I never had a job in Grenada. I never had a job in Grenada. My job was always performing. And back then, it was seasonally different now. And back then, the paycheck was smaller. So after Carnival, the majority of artists we used to head for New York. New York was the place. And in New York, I used to hustle. I used to do a little construction with friends. I do security. I work in restaurants by mopping floor, wiping down tables, washing dishes, do all them things. When I was the king, 1989, Calypso King, I living in Brooklyn. And them time I ain't had no papers, no green card. So once you're in a green card, it's worse. You have to take what you get. You understand? So I do all them things. So by getting out, helped me a lot. If I was leaving home, it would have been harder. Because as I say, I never had a job in Grenada. So after Carnival, we used to head to New York. And my first paycheck as the Junior Calypso King 1985 was $500. When I get that check, $500, my mom said, go to the bank. Go and open my bank account. I went to Cooperative Bank. And the number changed now. So I could tell you my number at Cooperative Bank was number 5. You know what number 5 means, Seetahal? The fifth person in the bank. The fifth person in the bank. And then bourgeois in the bank, name was Mr. Dongs, and them man, they own the bank. Them full of money. And because I was so early in Cooperative, my number was number 5. I could say it now because it changed to the number 5. So when you hear Inspector, what? Your number is number 5. You might think I up there and I have money with, but because I went there early. And I was as we did on that topic, I want to say thank you, Cooperative, for giving me the loan. I have a little roof over my head now. Yeah, so by getting out, my first paycheck was $500. I used to sing in clubs in Brooklyn, and so them on the night, $80, $100, and I still used to mark it down, I had a book where I used to mark it down, $80, $100. I mean, today, everything changed. When I hear how much money some of them guys getting when they come out with one little song. I mean, I don't saying don't give them, but just telling you, it improved today. And somebody that changed the price in the music industry, and I will give him credit for that, is Marshall Montano. Well, if you interview Marshall will tell you when he came in, he changed the price. He said, no. He tell them promoters, no, people coming to see me. Yeah? All you can be paying me them little bit of money. The little bit of money, the old time Calypsonian used to get. Marshall Montano came and he changed that.
Definitely. Listen, Specky, we're going to continue talking. We're taking a quick break. Folk, we're going to be right back, and we're going to be chatting more with the hitman himself, Elymas Gilbert.
Pick yourself up with Ride Rent a e-bike today and take advantage of the smartest and coolest way to get around. Rental starting for only $30 per hour and less than $100 EC per day. Zip through traffic, save money, and look awesome doing it. Check us out at the Esplanade Mall today. Visit us online at ridersebike.com or give us a call at 473-422-1011. Your wallet and the planet will thank you. Ride Rent a e-bike.
Put your hand in the air. 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 Woo!
Folk, welcome back to the Wake Up Club. Of course, we're chatting with Elimus Gilbert, Specky, affectionately known as Specky. I have a question for you, and it borders under respect, okay? Because we tend to live in a society now where there is little or no respect for people and their contributions to Grenada. It upsets me sometimes when I hear how some people degrade the former prime minister. Because I think we live in a world where you don't understand that I could love a person but not like something about them. But I could still love them and I could still respect them based on their contributions and so forth to, of course, Grenada. Now, I know you have sometimes come under flack for, people thinking that, oh my God, Specky is irrelevant. How do you deal with that type of criticism? And I know you're not irrelevant, okay, because regardless of what they say, when they stand up in a fete, their body still moving to the music. How do you deal with that?
Not even that too. When you put me in a fete with all them young artists, for example, the carnival launch that gone recently, I still destroy the place more than a lot of them. I still destroy the place, still mash up fets. All them fets in Grenada, the only senior artist that's beyond it is Inspector. The pre-day, the killer day, the white in the moonlight, the biggest white whatsoever is Inspector Day. Among all them young guys and doing a better job than a lot of them. I'm glad you asked that question. I want you all to listen to me very carefully. I grew up in Grenada knowing a lot of stuff, seeing a lot of stuff, and I learn a lot of stuff. And I also understand a lot of people how they think, and I also understand a lot of people's behavior. So I don't let a lot of things affect me. For example, when I was a little boy, I was about 5, 6, 7. Don't know what taking place. As you know, I born right in Sutton, right behind the Sutton police station, original police station. And I saw a white flag went up. A white flag went up. White men surrender. And I saw a truck came with a whole set of guys with guns. And all I hear people saying, they overthrow Gary. Who happy? Who crying? Who crying? Who happy? They overthrow Gary. I don't know who is Gary. Because little boy, I only hear Bishop take over. Bishop is prime minister. They overthrow Gary. And I spent 4 of my life in the revolution. I was in Pioneer. If the revolution didn't march up, I would have go to Cuba. Because we had to go to Cuba as Pioneer. And then I also heard, that Gary is a wanted man. Gary is a wicked man. The worst thing that ever happened to Grenada was Gary. I heard that as a little boy. If I and all the whole Gary are killing him, first I hear Gary wicked and Gary no good. I hear it. I don't know him. So if I and all the bunks of Gary, I might have killed him. And then the same people that taught me that the worst thing Grenada ever experienced is Eric Matthew Gary. I saw they kill their own people. That was the best for Grenada. I saw some dead, and I saw some go to jail. So early, I learned my people. And the same wicked, Gary was wicked. He came back Grenada, and when he died, he get red carpet in the cemetery. I just telling you that to tell you that early in my life, I learned people. And I also learned that I don't care what you do. You have enviness, you have hypocrisy, you have people who don't mean well for you, you have people who don't like you, and you have people who will criticize you all your life and don't care what clothes you wear, you don't fit them good. Don't care what clothes you put on, you don't fit them good because they just don't like you. Right? Eric Donaldson always in Grenada. I don't say no bring him. Eric Donaldson always home. This is the land of my birth. This is Jamaica, always in Grenada. Senior artist. Recently, I saw Griner performing in Barbados on a wheelchair. Can't even stand up, but the voice there. And his people showing him love. You understand? And I also learn from my people. The same goal they want Inspector go, get away from the competition, give young people a chance. I just also hear them cussing the young people, you know. I don't see them cussing the boys. I don't see them cussing the terror. So I just say to myself, okay, all you want me go to let young people shine, give young people a chance. You win how much thing already, give young people a chance. They don't thinking about talent is talent, eh? Give young people a chance, go, you win how much thing already. And I still see you cussing them young people. So what you really want? And the disrespect come all around. I was in Grenada when 1 year the King of Jamo did not take part in competition. And he go to enjoy the semifinals. And they telling me I have to pay $10, $20. I was there when there was big controversy. A man who give all his life and his talent. And I'm saying that with no apology. If Grenada had 5 like a Jamo, we would have been on top of the world. Because Jamo is a very, very good singer, talented man, could play all them instruments, melody, vocals up there. So you go charge a man like a Jamo $20. A man just because he don't take part this year, when he bring thousands of people in the finals already. When he bring thousands of people in the finals to see the competition where you make how much money? Nothing telling you, nah, this is the King of Jamo, and because he don't take part this year, you go tell the man he have to pay $20 to go inside. Come on, man. I experienced a lot of things in the door already. Let me give you a next example. And I don't sugarcoating nothing. Once I went to Juve in July about 4 or 5 years ago. I know the promoter. Just before that, I did a show, the football, anyway, Grenada football, I did a show for them. When she called me, I know her. When I charge them peanut money. And I went to Juve in July because I was calling and I wasn't getting her. So I went up with the money in my hand. And I drive through the bar gate. When I reached there, I tell them in the gate I was calling her, but I didn't see her. But as I reach inside, I go pay. You know, I didn't have the band on my hand because I didn't see her to get no pass. But I'm money in my hand. But I tell them as I reach inside, I go pay. By the time I pack up, I see them SSU come and tell me the girl in the gate say I don't have a band. I had to go back outside. And them SSU waiting to escort my van back outside. I say, what? And if I'm talking about that now, when I tell you that hurt me, I see other things already, you know. But that hurt me. I tell him, I said, no, look, I have the money to pay. I was just calling the promoter and I didn't get her. I didn't, think like she phone off because I know that night you're busy, your head hot, and plus you go avoid people. A guy was right there. When the guy see I driving my van with the SSU to escort me to go back outside, he said, no, that's stupidness. He tell him, hold on, let me see if I could try. I tell him, I said, no, look at the money. I give him the money, go and get the ticket for me. And you know why that hurt me? I don't sing in a lot of fets and don't charge them. I the same one does those speculation on thousands of people. You could have just say, okay, wait, let me go and get the promoter. Wait inside there. They're escorting my van back out, you know. That's the part that hurt me. And I wasn't going in free. I wasn't asking to go in. I had the money, but just in final yet. Because most time they give us a ban. You must use your common sense, Mr. Seetahal, telling you that with no apology. If I have a fit, and Mr. Seetahal or Junior Judge, they call me and they tell me they buy the dough. I will never embarrass all you by that. Like that, sorry. I will say, okay, come in. If the price is 50, give them a little 20. Because I know we have security to pay. We have this to pay. We have that to pay. We have something. If I do that, I will never embarrass all you like that and tell SSU escort them back outside and all them. I will never do that. And when I tell you that hurt me, I never hear nothing. I never get an apology. So I also understand Grenada. And a lot of people, when you see, you could have the biggest song in Grenada in Carnival. You go through preliminaries, you go through semifinals. If you don't make the finals, then they start treating you like shit. I telling you that. If you don't make the finals, they start treating you like shit because, oh, you're not in the finals, the thing. You will get embarrassment, all kind of thing in the door. I see that happen many times in Grenada. Many, many times in Grenada. So what I'm trying to tell you, the disrespect, they all are wrong. And I see it happen to a lot of people. There is some security again. They don't use their common sense. Yeah? Sorry for that. I'm just handing something to somebody. Some security don't use the common sense. The way I see they embarrass certain people in the gate, are some people whom just say some of them security does behave like them is police. There is something they call common sense. I hang out in Trinidad already with Iowa Judge. If you call Sheldon Douglas now, he will tell you that Iowa Judge and other artists, all they tell them people in the gate, this is a big artist from Grenada. If you don't see the treatment, if you don't see the respect, that's all they have to say. This is a big artist from Grenada. Back home, we don't care nothing about nobody. We don't care who is who. We're very, very, very disrespectful. I don't see it in politics. I don't see it in culture. I see it all the time. So I understand Grenada. And I just cope with them. I just deal with them in my way. I don't let it get to me because I understand them. And most time, they want the older one to, they're just saying, okay, why the young artists don't learn something from the older heads? Learn something. Because there is some young artists, and I don't see them in the quarterfinals, you know. Quarterfinals coming up soon. Go under the live. See how they're beating up them young artists. Guys who now come, who don't have experience. See how some of the people on the live just be beating them up. That's the worst music I ever hear from Grenada. What them boys singing there? Whatever. Well, if you don't see comment, if you don't see a negative stuff, and you know in quarterfinals, you don't get in everything perfect. There could be some good ones. There could be, and it happen all over the Caribbean, not Grenada alone. Right? Because from 100 and something, you have to pick about 10. So you go get all kind of nonsense. But if you don't see any beating up, so you want the older one to go, and you're still beating up on the younger one. And some of the comments, especially on social media, we bully people a lot, all kind of comments. We don't care how we hurt them, all kind of things. So I tell you all that to say that I understand my people. I understand my people. A couple of years ago, my name calling a scandal. They don't know if it's true. They don't know what take place. They don't know if it take place or how it take place or what happened. I see people celebrate. I see people jump up. I see that. Nobody don't telling me. I was there. I see them celebrate and jump up. It's like you're happy to take down a man. You don't know what is the truth.
Let me stop you there because one of my questions was, how do you keep yourself grounded? Because a lot of these artists, you hear them in all sorts of scandals, whether it's a woman scandal, whether it's some sort of gambling scandal, whether it's some sort of thing. I wanted to ask you, how do you keep yourself grounded? And if you want to share a little bit about that issue that you're talking about. And try to adjust your camera because we could hardly see you. We're only seeing the top of your head.
You see me better now?
Yes, better now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I keep to myself a lot. Yeah, I keep to myself a lot. Because I'm a public figure, I monitor my crowd. If that crowd is not for me, I don't go there. You don't hear me, no fight, no bad, but that is not my style. When I'm in my house, I get out if I have to do something. I don't like to get out because I love my house. I set up my house in Grenada just like, if you know certain house when you're walking, you say, wait, a woman that living here? That's how I set up myself. To make myself happy. My front do tint. When people calling me, I see them before they see me. I know who to entertain, I know who not to entertain. Because we know there is a lot of dangerous and hypocrite people. There's a lot of time we know a lot of things people say. We pretend we don't know. We still tell them good morning. We still shake their hand. But that situation make me learn people more and it shake me up. When I tell you it shake me up because I heard things that was not true.
Well, tell us a little bit about the situation because I'm unaware of it.
A couple of years ago, my name calling a scandal with a young girl. And I was brought into...
Come on, you go back, you go back with the camera, I can't see you.
I was brought into CID. I was questioned, you know, all them things. But I saw how people celebrate. Yes, this, that. Like what they do with everybody else, without even knowing the facts, knowing whether it's true, knowing what to, and they celebrate. But there is a radio announcer. I ain't calling him. He gave me a surprise. He was the main man behind everything to take me down. And that man used to meet me in Sotters and laugh and smile and talk as normal. just before we had a hearing, a first hearing, and they throw off that. They say that don't make any sense. But just before the hearing, I sit down by the road in South Africa. I was brave. I know what I know, so I didn't bother in with them. And I know the Almighty with me, so I didn't bother in with them. But you know, because I'm a name inspector and my fame, they want me go down. So, and I sit down by the road, and that radio announcer stop. Hey boy, how you doing, boy? And then I say a day, man. I say, don't bother. I say, are you okay? Certain people are trying to take me down and ding, and then go make it and then go thing. I say, don't worry, I good. Yeah, man, don't worry, man. You go be all right, man. Laugh that. Anyway, give us a good hit this year and then laugh it out. And by the next day, the girl could have called me and say, Specky, careful who you're holding conversation with. I say, why you mean? Careful who you're holding conversation with. This is what so and so come back and tell my dad. Look what you say by the road. So I Seetahal, I hear songs before already about Magadog and ungrateful people and dangerous people and bad mind people and that. When I tell you that, I stay quiet. I say, oh, boy, people dangerous, boy. I stay quiet when she tell me that. She say, careful who you're talking to. Just hush your mouth and let the thing take a course. Yeah, this is what, like, maybe as he rich, he go and tell the man, looking by the road, and this is the same man that trying to tell me, no, man, don't worry, man. Everything will be all right. Everything will be all right. I say, live, boy. People. What? Let me tell you something. You have a thing we just say people selfish and they keep to themselves. They have all right, you know. And when you see you talk to people and you hear their stories and you hear things they go through, you can blame them for being. I have a song coming out, Bad Mind Family. It coming out soon. My own family does bad up me. So John Public, feel free. Coming out soon. I know he go take the place.
Okay. Well, listen, Specky, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to chat with you about competition. Okay?
Yeah.
Hope you're looking and you're listening to the Wake Up Club. We'll be right back.
Today. Located inside Ryder Excursion at the Esplanade Mall, we handle both small and large orders with speed and precision. For fast, quality t-shirt printing, call Instaprint at 473-422-1011. Get your perfect print today at Instaprint. Printing done in an instant.
Folk, welcome back. Of course, you're tuned into the Wake Up Club, and we are chatting with the hitman himself, Elymas Gilbert. Specky, what are your thoughts on the competition now? Different from the competition back then. What are your thoughts on the competition? Because, you know, as a former CEO of Spice Mass, a lot of the artists complain. They want betterment, but somehow they don't seem to be able to form a cohesive group. You know, even though I am out of Spice Mass, you know, I have had artists like Alma Boy and Mandela and Juice and them come to me trying to form an association, but somehow it can't get off the ground. What is your thought on the competition as it stands now and unity within the grouping of artists?
Grenada artists don't have no unity. Straight up. I ain't saying you on my phone, so I just telling you. Grenada artists don't have no unity. And I don't sugarcoating nothing. Couple years ago, Spice called me. Spice Rock, that's a friend in Brooklyn already, announcer, singer, everything. Specky, we have to have a team here. We have to have a group here. Are you hearing me, Cock?
I'm hearing you.
Yes, okay. We have to have a group here. We have to have a team here because the artists need to come together so we could fight for something in Grenada. Myself, Randy, Isaac, Talpri, everybody in that group. But before I went to the group, I say, Spice, I don't waste my time. Many times they try to have a group here in a organization here in Brooklyn and waste that time. Workers come, this one go be different. Have meeting, or we go when we go home, or we go fight for. When carnival close, everybody record. Carnival, everybody launch their song. This one feel he could win the road match. This one feel he could win the crown. This one finally getting more airplay than the other. All what we stand up for. I don't know where the group go. A couple years ago, I heard that short prayer and they must put in a group together. I went in one meeting, but as usual, you know how to migrate. I don't know where that group go. When artists, I remember people used to tell us, why 4 or 5 artists don't come together and do one CD? Instead of one artist have 5 songs on a CD and one song that's singing good. 5 of us come together to put our songs on one CD. Confusion. Who had the better song on the CD? Who had the CD selling? This one taking more money than. We don't have no unity among us. Why do you think a lot of times,
And why is that?
look how, and I ain't sugarcoating it. Look how long we stay before we could get a raise up in Soca Monarch. Look how long. You think artists wasn't fighting for that before? In Grenada, you have 2 set of artists. Politics separate us over the years. We have 2 associations in Grenada. 2 associations. We used to have 1 association. We have 2 associations now. One side, one association leaning on the NNP side, the next association leaning on the NDC side. And that's separate artists. So there is no unity in Grenada among artists. And I'm not sugarcoating it. That is why a lot of time they do us what they want. Because we're not together. If we was together long, we could have stand up and say, hey, all of us boycotting Soca Monarch. When some say, let us boycott Soca Monarch to get more money, some say, boy, me don't bother with that man and them, you know. When they was winning, why they didn't boycott? Eh? When they had the big song, why they didn't boycott? I had to think and they go in. It happened. That is why we don't have no association in Grenada. None. Oh, we don't have no unity in Grenada among artists. Why do you think you have 2 associations home now? We could have one association and make the thing better. Artists don't have no unity because everybody think they big, everybody think them is the best. When they're shining, they don't care nothing about the other artists, and that's how it is. No unity. I reach one day it could change, but I ain't see that changing. Competition years ago was a little different because they were serious about lyrics and melody. Well, again, that's a different topic because that's before Soca Monarch came around. Before Soca Monarch was the March Gras. And the March Gras, you must have melody. You must have lyrics. Even though you're singing a party song, you must tell a little story. Melody was very important. You understand? There was 2 wrongs and them thing. I bring the hype into Soca Monarch. You understand? The majority of artists used to be ba-ba-dam, ba-dam, ba-dam, bam. Sometimes I go with 2 fast songs with message up tempo and mash up the first and second wrongs. Without them time we ain't no Soca Monarch. Soca Monarch start home around 93, 94. And I was the mashup man. Terra, Kid Boys, all of them will tell you. When they was growing up, the mashup man was Inspector. Right? Competition was different to now. Now, Soca Monarch bigger than the March Gras. The March Gras home used to have 8, 5, 10,000 people. Right now, 300, 400 people. Soca Monarch is the show now because young people will go to the March Gras. Straight up. We don't have to sugarcoat that. We know that. Right? The Soca Monarch, biggest show now in Grenada, and better presentation. I will tell you that. Boise and the Dash and the Terra and the Looney Spark and Electrify and them, better presentation than over the years. Right? Presentation, very important. And nice show. It's just that Soca different. Soca different. Sometimes you hear Soca now with one line, and they more go for the beat. The young people will listen to the beat before what you're saying. Once they read on bad, they gone crazy before what you're saying. And if you listen to Soca now, some of them hardly have voices. More hook line and the beat. So it's a different generation, different era, everything. Everybody tell their story different. We might knock them and say, well, when I was growing up, that was different. When we was growing up, was in the 70s. You understand? It's a different era now. As I said, everybody tell their story different. Because we could say what we want. Young people are going to the March Gras, they find that too dead and boring for them. They want to go to the wet fete and the pin fete and jump up. That is how they enjoy, that is how they like it. And okay, what we say, that is what they like. That ain't changing nothing. When I was growing up, my mom's star was Elvis Presley. Nothing about Elvis Presley impressed me then. I don't even know Elvis Presley's song. My star was Michael Jackson. I telling mommy Michael Jackson, she telling me Elvis Presley. I saying Michael Jackson, mommy saying Elvis Presley. She don't impressed by Michael because Michael was my generation. She loves Elvis Presley. You understand what I now tell you?
Okay, listen, let me ask you a question. We're talking competition. Are we going to see you in competition this year?
No, man. Not at all. Not at all. Let me
Why
tell
is
you
that?
something. Judge's decision is always final. Most time we win, we don't say nothing about judges. When we lose, we just be cussing judges. Right? It happens. All majority artists do it. When we winning, we never say judges thief. Judges this and that. Only when we losing. Right? I tell you all that to say. Last year, with my melody and everything I present, and when they leave me out at the final, I find they trick me bad. Some people say that was politics. I don't know. Yeah, some people tell me because I sing on NMP platform, they punish me. I don't know. But I telling you, when I see how the thing going, and I watch the first half of the Soca Monarch, I was there. I sit down and I watch it. I shake my head. I say, nah, something not right. At the moment, I'm not interested in that. I'm being honest with you. Yeah, I'm not interested.
But
Yeah.
but are we going to get new music from you this
Of
year?
course, yeah, man. I have a song or release maybe tomorrow or early next week. I never meet a nation like Jab Jab. So I have some
Okay.
others coming out. Yeah, as I told you, I have my own family does bad talk me that coming out. You know, I have a different thing. I do some work with Mr. Lex too. Right now, waiting on Lex so we could do a nice Juve heading for the road match. You have material coming. I have a nice groovy topic waiting on Mr. Lex. He out for a couple of days. So music release, of course, I must release music so I go get work in the feds. So I'm more concentrating on the feds. You know, let me just leave them, let them young people enjoy themselves in the in the Soca Monarch. You know, I go take a back seat.
Let me ask you this. You know, we spoke about the negativity, the lack of unity, and I have seen the lack of unity. I remember once when I was CEO of Spice Mass, I had a meeting with the artists, and I was so afraid of the meeting. I'm being very honest with you, because I was afraid that they would come and they would lambaste me. The meeting turned out with them fighting among themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? What can we do as a veteran? You've given yourself the name veteran. What can we do? Listen, we can't just talk about the fact that there's no unity. What can we do to foster that unity? Because there are people interested in that unity. Alma Boy has reached out to me. Mandela has reached out to me. Looney Spark and Electrify, they were part of the team. Juice was part of the team. I know Short Pre was also part of the team. What would you suggest? I mean, to say, throwing it out there, because it's easy for us to sit down here on a program and talk about there's lack of unity. What can we do?
I will mention something to you and think about it for a minute. Competition brings a lot of anger in artists too. Can I repeat what I now tell you? Competition put a lot of anger into artists. It happened with the fans, but it also happened with artists. A lot of artists feel that they get in a hard time. Look, Randy Isaac, all the years a man singing, he never win a crown. If you hold an interview with Randy will tell you many times he comes second. He feel he should have win, he should have think. They angry. And they angry with the artists who win or who won. They angry with that artist. Because they feel it should be them and not the artists, they give them a rough time. Competition have it good and it have it bad. There is a lot of artists stop sing because of competition. Let me give you an example. When Mr. X now. Mr. X sing for years. I never win nothing. I know not everybody go win. Right now, Mr. X don't even want to come on a show. They just have a regular Calypso show in Grenada and they're approaching Mr. X, telling them straight up he don't interested. Something hot in him. You understand what I now tell you? Competition bring a lot of anger. Look, sometimes when you have war between the artists from St. Davis and the artists from Sotheby's and the thing and the what, everybody want to win. Everybody want to win, especially when you have a good song and they leave you out. You have artists just break down, cry, all kind of thing, you know, because we are humans. You understand? Competition bring a lot of anger into people. People who talk into this one because it happened with the fans. It happened with just a few of us that stay together, you know. I mean, me and Jamo and them battle over the years, but if you call a Jamo, what a Jamo go criticize me in my face is what he go say behind my back. Me and Jamo is best of friends, share a lot of personal things together, sleep on same bed when we travel. You understand? When the night reach, we battle, but good friends. So the unity, I don't know, it's hard because it's human you're dealing with, and I go tell you something again. When an artist have a big song, it's different. Cook, I telling you that because I know when an artist have a hit song, it's different. Nobody could talk. It's big because he running the tongue. Now, man, unity in Grenada. I would like to see it. Don't get me wrong. But I just don't sugarcoating nothing. I would love to see the unity. But I just don't sugarcoating nothing. You don't have. And to be honest with you, not Grenada alone, because I just follow Vinci and Trini and all. I know Marshall and Bungie don't talk for years. It's over the years they start back talking.
Definitely.
Yeah, it happens.
Listen, Specky, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to wrap up. There's so much more I would like to ask you, but, we're fitting the program within an hour. So, folk, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Folk, welcome back. You're tuned into the Wake Up Club. Of course, we're chatting with the hitman himself, Inspector. Specky, fix your camera again. All I seen is the top of your head. Okay, that's much better. Listen, the last thing you said to me just painted doom and gloom in terms of unity. As an artist, as a veteran, there must be hope for the future. What are your hopes for soca and calypso in Grenada?
That we could go international. When I say that, like, most time they have the big fetes out here, all around the world, that more of Grenada artists could fit here on it. It's happening now better than before, because the Lava Man and the Jap King and the Boise and the Terror and all of them just get work outside there. But I wish that more artists will come up, because Grenada have a lot of talent, Grenada have a lot of talent, a lot of talent. You have one year I went on the beach for the beach fest. I used to perform on that years ago. And I heard some young guys sing and mash up that beach fest that they sang not even on the radio. And I say, wow, there is hope for music in Grenada. And I would like for Grenada to promote Grenada Carnival. Tourism, whosoever responsible, promote it. Because let me tell you something with no apology. The majority of foreigners, I'm just using foreigners, for example, that came to Grenada for Carnival, is Grenadians who base overseas. The majority is Grenadians who base overseas and they want to come back home. So they use August as the opportunity to come home for Carnival. Some of them without Carnival, they go still visit the island. We need to get more people home. It's happening. It's happening because a lot of people start knowing about Grenada Carnival and coming out. But we could do more in promotion to make people know that Grenada have a carnival. I see other islands doing the Jab Fest, the Jab Fest, the Jab this, the Jab that. Because they gravitate to it, they realize it happening. You understand? Let's promote Grenada more. Let's promote Grenada more. Make people outside they know. Don't just depend on the few Grenadians that coming home for carnival. No, we could do much better. We could do so promotion I know it costs, but it's very important. Let's make people know. Even one channel, this or channel that make people know that Grenada have a carnival in because we are the best carnival in the summer, the safest carnival. I'm telling you that with no apology. Me and Bungie Garlin jump up on the carnage together. Me and Calypso Rose jump up on the carnage together. Me and Marshall Montano jump up on the carnage together. Just to name a few, I just see Skinny Fabulous from St. Vincent playing a mass in Laguna Road. Problem Child. Lyrical, all of them enjoying themselves with no fear. Me, Kez, and Randy Isaac and Mr. Legs was jumping on the carnage last year together. The international superstar Kez without a security. We had the safest carnival. You understand? We need to promote it, people. We need to promote it. And let me tell all you something. Whether you is NDC or NNP, anytime something happening home and it's good, rally around it. We have to stop them nonsense with the politics. If something is good happening, rally around it. Because once Grenada doing good, it's all of us. Not because you don't support a party and something good happening, you go turn your back and criticize everything. No. For years, I support NNP. For years. And when they was naming the airport to NDC was in power that year, and they was naming the airport to Maurice Bishop International, I was down this jumping up because I was a rebel child. I was in the demonstration in Tongue. I saying that before I leave. I was in the demonstration in Tongue. I was up at Maurice House when they frame. I was on the fort when all the bullet was firing. I lie down on that truck to survive. When I visit Bonard and them in the prison, we were talking about everything. I tell them all that. I was there, so I know my history. I know. You understand? So when they changed the name to Maurice Bishop, I felt Maurice deserved that. So I was there jumping up because I saw something good. So when something good happening, if NNP doing it, and you is a NDC, we got something good happening. Because once Grenada doing good, if NDC doing it and you is a NNP, something good happening. Because once Grenada doing good, it's all of us. It's all of us. So we have to stop them things. You know, support what happened. Support the good that happening. All right? And to everybody, support Spice Mass 2024. We had a wonderful launch out here. You know, Carnival will be great as usual. You know, the build-up just be slow sometime, but then when coming down to the thing, we all just play a mass. You know, Rainbow City, support it. I will be in Rainbow City this year. Thank you again to the St. Andrews Development Organization, SEDU, for always giving me the opportunity. You know, so support all the events. And when the artists doing shows, support them because it costs. It costs. And remember, music do a pension, eh? Music do a pension. We depend on that. Mr. Seetahal, when they retire,
for some reason, I am not hearing you anymore. My stream is stuck. Folk, if you can hear me, Specky, I want to thank you for joining us. I'm sorry to have to cut you because I can't hear anything. I'm not seeing anything. Now? I don't know what has happened with the live. But folk, if you're hearing me, I want to thank you for joining us this morning on the Wake Up Club. Of course, it's normally a Bacchanal Friday, and I have a lot to talk about on Tuesday. There are a lot of issues carnival related that I'm going to be discussing. Thank you again for joining us on the Wake Up Club, and we will see you on Tuesday. Thank you.
Of Riders Excursion and Tours weekly e-bike rides. Gather your family and friends for an unforgettable ride through stunning landscapes. Book your adventure today at ridersabike.com or call 473-422-1011. Don't miss out. Let's ride. In every detail. At Hostin Funeral Service, we bring comfort to your home with our comprehensive and compassionate services. Large and modernized facility, burial, cremation, and shipping services, pre-arrangements, burial society, notary public with established relationships with funeral homes throughout the Caribbean. We ensure that when your loved one's last wish is to return home, we complete that journey with dignity and respect. Call 718-332-4350 or 917-250-0582, Hostin Funeral Service. Today. Located inside Rider Excursion at the Esplanade Mall, we handle both small and large orders with speed and precision. For fast, quality t-shirt printing, call Instaprint at 473-422-1011. Get your perfect print today at Instaprint. Printing done in an instant.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sunday money.